with nothing to do in Vegas. And of course, on the Thursday night, we had the World MMA Awards put on by Fighters Only. So big shout out, Fighters Only. Big shout out to Rob Hewitt for putting together an amazing event. And I think that's the first time I've been to one. Well, I went to one before, but I never really stayed too long because I was working for Fox the next day. Now, if I'm working for Fox, obviously it's live TV. You've got to be on the money. You can't be out partying in Las Vegas.
Right.
But on this occasion, I didn't have Fox the next day, and I certainly don't have a fight lined up anytime soon. So I go to the MMA Awards, as I say, Rob Hewitt, thank you very much. And there's a free bar, and as I say, I've got no fight coming up anytime soon, and some of my friends are there. Jason Perillo, the famed, esteemed boxing coach, my very good friend, he was there. And, Jason likes to drink. He's a classic old school boxing coach. And he's like, dude, come on. We never get to drink. Let's have a drink. So I'm like, okay, cool. And there's a free bar.
I feel like you're also the type of guy that if you want to get you drunk, all I got to do is challenge you and keep on calling you a pussy, and you're just going to keep on hammering down shots.
No, to be honest, listen, I'm a horse that doesn't really need leading to water or forcing to drink that water,
Right.
I'm a man's man. I don't mind admitting that. I'm a guy. I've got my vices. I like to eat. And I like to have a drink now and again. If I have a fight coming up, I tell you, I'm the most dedicated, most professional person. I don't do it. Occasionally, I'll have like a little glass of wine to relax in the evening, but even still, that's rare. But if not, then why not? I mean, everything in moderation. Of course, on this occasion, it wasn't moderation. It got a little bit out of hand. As I say, it was a free bar, and the drinks were coming fast. And they went to my head a little bit. I'm not going to lie. So I was a little bit drunk. What happened at the MMA Awards? So, I won an award, International Fighter. Pardon me, Upset of the Year. And when I took to the stage for my award, I said, Upset of the Year? I said, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, that wasn't no upset, not to me anyway. So I almost felt like saying, stick your award up your ass. But
it's kind of a backhanded compliment if somebody says like...
it's a backhanded compliment, yeah.
You know what I got? When I was a kid, I would get like a participation trophy or... like most imaginative. I remember I won in Boy Scouts for a car that I made, and it was like really they were just saying, you don't have a dad, here, take something.
I was up for International Fighter of the Year. I was up for Fighter of the Year. I was up for Knockout of the Year.
Yeah, those are all great.
And they give me Upset of the Year. I'm like, all right, okay, cool, whatever. Anyway, had a few drinks and, went out with Audie. My manager flew in, and it was all very civil, to be honest, but it was just a bit of a late night.
Yeah.
And, there you go.
So let me ask you a question, because you showed up at the press conference late, and that's okay. My first thought, it was like, all right, fucking Bisping. He's pulling a Connor, and he's like, I'll show up to this press conference when I goddamn feel like showing up to this press conference, right? And then, I don't know exactly what happened, but why'd you show up late? And then also, GSP, he just kept on throwing at you, you are drunk, and he even said you smell like alcohol.
Well, he's an idiot. So what? We're in Vegas. We're adults. Everyone there was having a drink. We're in Vegas. There's nothing wrong with that. I've got no fight coming up. So for him to allude to the fact that I'm drunk and therefore that makes me unprofessional and it makes me look like a terrible fighter, that means he's an absolute moron and an idiot and a boring bastard. Jesus Christ. I wasn't late on purpose. I wasn't. But in hindsight, it was probably a good thing because let's be honest, GSP hasn't sat in a press conference environment for a long, long time. So I'm assuming all the press, the majority of the people, the questions would have been fielded at George St. Pierre. They hear from me all the time. I fight regularly. I'm always there. I have a radio show. I'm active on social media. I'm easy to get hold of. George hasn't been like that for a while. So, I'm assuming the first 20, 30 minutes would have been all about George anyway. So, in hindsight, it was a good idea being late. I did the classic. I slept in. So what? I had a heavy night, but I got out of bed early. Sorry, not early. I mean, on time.
Did you have a hair of the dog to get over the hangover? Did you have a drink before you came?
Not at all. I jumped out of bed. I had a quick shower. I got ready in record time. And then, I headed over there, but I went outside to get my car and I was at the Encore, which is attached to the Wynn. There are two hotels in Las Vegas for people that don't know. The Encore and the Wynn are two very nice hotels, by the way, that are attached, but, still very far away from each other. And I'm waiting outside the Encore for like 30 minutes and I say, where's my car? They're like, it'll be there any second. And I was waiting and waiting and waiting. And then I'm like, dude, I'm here waiting for my car. There's nobody here. And then he said, you're outside the Wynn, right? I'm like, no, I'm at the Encore. So, there was a little mix-up of wires there. Anyway, the car came and got me. I turned up, I was 15 minutes late? No big deal.
It was great. I loved it. It was great. And it's funny because you texted me afterwards and you're like, was that all right? I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Well, so here's the thing.
I think your GSP impression, I didn't know you could do that. I have no idea how we've known each other for this long, and I didn't know you nailed it.
I can talk like GSP all day. But here's the thing. So I get in the car, and I'm driving. We get to the T-Mobile Arena where the press conference is happening. And then I open the door to get out, and I'm like accosted by 3 UFC PR people. They all grab hold of me. Michael, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. What are you talking about? That? Are you okay? I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, I'm okay. What are you even talking about? Well, Dana said, if you're not okay, you can't get on that stage. I said, look at me. I'm fine. I slept in. I said, I'm hungover. I might have been drunk last night, but I'm hungover. There's no law about being a bit hungover. And even still, as far as hangovers go, I would put that one at like a 4 or a 5. I've been way worse. So I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Bloody relax.
What were you doing the night before that? Here's the thing. There's a missing piece of this puzzle because there's something that had to have happened between the night before and when you got there to where George St. Pierre is going, oh, you're drunk. Dana White's telling security and PR people, like, if he gets on the stage and he's fucking destroyed, don't let him up here. I imagine that your night played out like The Hangover, like you were just getting hammered all night. If you had pictures throughout the night, like you're like hanging out with a tiger and Mike Tyson.
Well, listen, what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. but Lewis, you're throwing me under a bus here live live on the Believe You Me podcast. No, you know what? It was pretty mellow. So we went to the MMA Awards. As I was leaving the MMA Awards, I had a bit of an altercation with Eddie Bravo.
Well, that's what everyone's freaking out in the chat right now because I am monitoring the chat. They all want to know what happened with Eddie.
Chat? How do we do this? Can I see any chat?
Yeah, just turn the volume off. Like if you do a different computer. If you go to the link that you posted, you'll see there's a chat. Do it on your phone. You could even do it. And there's a chat right there.
So you mean on the YouTube page?
Yeah, on the YouTube page. Exactly.
Okay. Let's take a look at what so we're interactive.
Oh yeah, we fucking interact in real time, baby. You know what's up.
And how do I sound? Do I sound amazing?
You sound amazing, dude. You actually don't sound British. You sound American. It's unbelievable.
I know. Well, that's good because I've got an audition tomorrow and I've got to do an American accent.
No, you don't.
So, I do. Yeah, of course.
What is it for?
I play like a bully security guard tomorrow.
Can I hear the line? Can you do your line in the American accent?
Hold on. Let me bring up a line. Let me bring up the audition, please. I'll probably get sued off Fox for this.
No, well, you didn't have to say Fox.
Shit!
Don't give any details, and then you're fine.
Yeah. I don't get it. I thought I agreed to follow her lead. That's not an American, right?
Kind of. Shannon, our producer, is laughing right now. It's because I think it was pretty bad.
He cheated on her. And then it comes in and says, I'd say walk of shame, but you have no shame. And then she says, I'd say you're a dick, but you don't have one. I said, solid bird. That's American all day, bro.
That's fucking horrific.
I'd say walk of shame.
I do a way better British accent than you do.
Listen,
American
this
accent.
is not a competition about accents, okay?
Can it be?
Going back to where we were. So
Eddie Bravo.
I'll be honest. It was a little hazy what happened with Eddie Bravo. Me and Eddie, listen, I'm an argumentative guy. Eddie is an argumentative debater as well, and that's all it was. It was a little bit of a debate that maybe got a little bit heated. This guy kept butting in and trying to grab me. So I told him to fuck off.
Just some
that
dude.
was it. Just some dude was like, hey. I was like, fuck off. Go away, leave me alone. But other than that, it was all pretty mellow. In fact, at the end of it, we even agreed we were going to train jiu-jitsu together because I was saying how great he was at jiu-jitsu and, and things like that. So, the actual content of the argument shall remain secret.
Ooh,
but
give us a hint, something, Michael Bisping. Everyone
it
has
has
been
to
wondering
remain
about
secret
this
because I don't know. I was drunk. I don't know. I don't recall. It was bullshit. It was just one of those stupid drunk arguments. Eddie likes to smoke weed and likes to drink, so I'm assuming. Listen, it was one of those blurry things. At the end of it, we shook hands, we hugged, and I agreed I'm going to go do some rubber guard. So all's well that ends well. I'll tell you this, though. Luke Thomas, who is, for people that don't know, we have our own radio show on Sirius XM. And Luke Thomas is an MMA journalist, granted, but we kind of piss in the same pot because we have a radio show on Sirius. Luke Thomas has a radio show on Sirius. We were all together. You weren't there, but we were all at the MMA Awards. We were backstage. Marissa, our producer, she was there. We were sharing drinks. We were sharing laughs. We were having a good time. And then I'm having this, and I'll say it wasn't an argument. It was just having a kind of a debate with Eddie Bravo. And fucking Luke Thomas is taking pictures on his phone and tweeting out, oh, Bisping's having an argument with Eddie Bravo here. And I've kind of got an issue with that. It's like, Luke, Jesus Christ, man, if you're in the circle of trust, you don't pull your camera out and start taking pictures. So shame on you, buddy. And note to self, don't have a drink with Luke Thomas again in the future.
Yeah, he did. I'm looking at these pictures right now. It reminds me of when you see like a fight happen on YouTube or in the hood, and like a teenage girl or boy pulls out their cell phone and goes, oh, I want to take this and put this video up or this picture up. It's very gossipy, which is fine.
Very gossipy.
I like
very gossipy.